Hello students, let's begin with a new chapter of history, that is vital villages, thriving towns. As discussed earlier, I told you about what is the meaning of vital villages and thriving towns. Vital means very important and thriving towns means growing, or you can also say developing towns. Use of iron can be traced back 3000 years with growing use reflecting some 2500 years ago. These iron tools used included axes for clearing forests, and the iron plows share most useful for increasing agricultural production. Yes, so iron tools were being used since 2500 years ago. It was into more of the use. Then later on, we started using it in the traditional methods of irrigation. Pulley system, chain pump, dekheli, rahat. All these are the traditional words which were being used for system of irrigation. Now, let us understand. During that time, the people who lived in villages, what were they being called? There were the list 3 different kinds of people living in the most villages in the southern and the northern parts of subcontinent. The Tamil Nadu region, larger landowners were known as Velalar. Ordinary ploughmen were known as Uzavar. So you can see Velalar, then Uzavar, and then came landless labourers, including slaves, were known as Kadaisiyar. You can also pronounce it as Kadaisiyar. In the northern India, the village headman was known as Gram Bhojak. The post was hereditary. Then there were other independent farmers known as Grihapatis. And the last one, there were men and women such as Dasa, Karmakara. So this were the people and different names were being used to call them. Now, you might have seen these pictures many places. These are the pictures which tells us stories, especially Jataka stories. With the help of Jataka stories, we come to know about how people and how the kings and queens used to live during that era. Can you guess the place, this beautiful place surrounded with the water? This is Mathura, the place in India. Mathura has been an important settlement for more than 2500 years. It was important because it was located at the crossroads of 2 major routes of travel and trade. So, you're taking the place name of Mathura. Why it was important? It is important because this water is helping us for our trading purpose, and the soil near here is very much fertile, where we would plant lots and lots of crops, and that too fertile crops. There were fortifications around the cities and several shrines. Mathura was also a religious center that every one of us knows very well. There were Buddhist monasteries, Jaina monasteries, and it was an important center for the worship of Lord Krishna, and that everybody of us knows about it. Several inscriptions on surface such as stone, slabs and statues have been found in Mathura. Now let us talk about shrines. Shrines are the places where monasteries, temples, all such things were being found. Along with that, there were other shrines which helped as centers, trading centers. Spinning, weaving. The manufacture of cloth was important. There were famous centers such as Varanasi in the north and Madurai in the south. Both men and women worked in these centers. Many craftspersons and merchants now form association known as shrines. What's used for dyeing clothes? Now what is this? Now this is the pots, the natural color which is being used on the raw material of a cloth, which you can say a white color raw material cotton cloth or any color cloth, and then they put into this different bright colors, and then we get the different bright colors to wear. Now let us have a look on this place known as Arikemedu. That is Arikemedu. Okay. This place is in Puducherry. As you can see in the map over here, this place is situated here. Okay. Between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikemedu was a coastal settlement where ships unloaded goods from distant lands. Distant lands means we were been trading with different sorts of countries, right? So at that time, we were being helped with many things which we used to get imported as well as exported. So trading was done on this coastal area. But what did we found from here? Many things which were helped us to know that we had contacts with Mediterranean region and as well as Rome, such as amphorae, tall double-handled jars. See over here you can see double-handled jars, okay, amphora that is called as, that contain liquids such as wine or oil, and stamped red glazed pottery. See here also stamped it is, you can see the finishing over here. Yes, so it is stamped and it is glazed, means it is in a very smooth texture. Okay, such potteries were known as Aretine, which was named after a city in Italy. Roman lamps, glassware and gems have also been found at this site. It helps us to know that Indians were in contact with Rome too. So students, hope you understood about the vital villages, thriving towns. It means that from the use of iron tools till the distant trading, we came to know about many different things and we learned. And now India is being a very developed country too. Thank you.